Last round, we were in the deep woods of North Carolina for round 3 of the Hard Enduro Series, Battle of the Goats. After a big night of rain, Cody Webb came out swinging in the qualifier, winning in the slippery mud conditions. When conditions get rough, Cody still has the technical ability to get the job done. For the main race on Sunday, Tristan roboted his way to the finish and nobody could touch him. After early battles with Ryder LeBlanc, Cody Webb earned a hard-fought second place, but Ryder LeBlanc kept him honest and rounded out the podium in third. Mr. Consistent Will Reardon brought home a 4th place in some of the most difficult conditions of the year.
Round 4 of the 2023 IRC US Hard Enduro Series, presented by Climb, is Tough Like RORR, kicking off the Keystone Challenge.
The Keystone Challenge is the combination of 2 of our biggest races, Tough Like RORR and Shotgun Hard Scramble. It's a 3-day hard enduro event across eastern Pennsylvania that covers 2 completely different landscapes.
This year, the Keystone Challenge is going to be a beatdown on the mind and the body.
It's a double header, so RORR Saturday to Sunday, and then Shotgun is Monday.
So I spoke to Tristan, he said it's as hard as Erzberg, so then I was like, right, I'm going to go and race it.
Having the Euros out here, it's definitely tightens up the playing field.
The biggest new name coming to this race is Johnny Walker. I'm sure most people know who he is, and yeah, I don't want him to come on my home turf and beat me, so we're not letting that happen.
I was talking to Ryder earlier and he said he's not going to lose to Johnny Walker, so I don't know if he's going to just punt Johnny off the trail or what, but watch out, Johnny.
Things are heating up for our pro riders, with some European athletes joining the fight.
I think for Tristan, the more people, the more pressure, the more whatever, he'll do better.
My biggest competitor this weekend at RORR, I think, is going to be Cody Webb. It suits his style more than any other race in the US, I think.
I'm looking to win this weekend. I've won twice here before, and basically go out tomorrow and finish up top and, you know, prove that I'm still here and not going anywhere anytime soon.
This year at RORR, Cody's back. He wasn't there last year, and this is, I think, his favorite race in the whole series. So I'm expecting something spectacular from him.
So last time Cody raced RORR, he beat Tristan and won.
Definitely Cody Webb is going to be one that he could win it, you know, because of his trials experience, it could fall into his hands.
Cody's trial skills are definitely going to shine here. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with on the second lap. He's hungry, he wants it.
I think his confidence is going to be high and his riding is going to be on a high level too.
I'm going to give it my best. Obviously the main goal is to come here and try and win, but I've got to take it that Tristan's on fire at the moment and pretty much he's probably going to win.
Obviously this race is incredibly gnarly, 6-hour time limit.
It's tough, it's brutal, it's always hot.
It's one of the most physically demanding races in the series.
At the end of the race, once everybody's super tired, that's when the race is either won or lost.
Rocks, 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 rocks. Pretty much just death the whole time, really.
Because it's so tedious and so long, it's going to just break you down and just try and, yeah, obviously break you.
You know, if you let it get to you, you're just going to pull over and quit.
Yeah, the big purse at RORR definitely adds a little bit of motivation for everybody.
They got $30,000 on the line, so that'll be huge.
RORR always lives up to its name. It's probably one of the toughest races in the United States right now. I think depending on how hard you push, Monday is really going to hurt.
Okay, here we are for race 1. Everybody's fired up. We're gonna get things kicked off. They're gonna bust through these Pennsylvania mountains. Let's get it. We got Sandra Gomez with us from Spain. New bike, new country. Let's see how she does. She's gonna kill it. Rachel Goodis is out to an early lead on the Saturday race. She wants to break out and prove that she's really here to win. Sandra Gomez, the international superstar from Spain. She's one of the baddest ass chicks you've seen, finishing Romaniac's gold. She's here on a new bike, in a different country, eating different food. She's still making it work. Paul Kim and one of our pro women, Hallie Marks from the factory circle.
¿Por qué venimos aquí? Creo que desde pequeños todos seguimos las carreras de los americanos, de supercross, de motocross, ahora de hard enduro, y por qué no venir y ver si es verdad, ¿no? Si las carreras están bien o no. Vamos a ver.
I'm very impressed with Sandra. She's definitely trying to make a name and grow the sport of women in enduro, and she's been the last couple of years racing gold at Erzberg, Romaniac, Serbia. I'm really impressed. She's a really good rider, and I think she's going to beat a lot of boys this weekend.
I'm not care if there is a woman or a man racing with me. I will do my best, winning women or winning men. I just put the helmet and I go.
Sandra Gomez with the win.
There's a really hard hill. I'm running it through my mind, 1,000 times in a weekend of exactly what I have to do to get through that one crucial point.
5 minutes before the start, you must to reset yourself and know that you have everything. All the setup is ready, and then just a bit of relax and just go.
Can Tristan defend his undefeated season, or will we crown a new victor? Tristan gets the advantage of starting on wave 1, with the bulk of the pros starting a few rows back. Pennsylvania welcomes these racers with a full blast of black coal dirt. Tristan leads with a clear path in front of him, while everyone that started on a later wave tries to catch him. Tight trees and boulder fields make for a battle through the bottlenecks. Cody attacks through the middle.
Yeah, so I've kind of learned over my years to just push from the start to the finish, because I feel like if you save yourself, you're still tired at the end, so you might as well be tired from the start and then race a little bit different towards the end of the race and try and save energy then.
Everyone tries to combat the sun and dust through so many tight trees.
Doesn't change my strategy to have the Euros here, but it definitely makes it more exciting for me and for the fans and everyone.
Logan bombs you. Just keeps getting better and better.
Tristan starts his second lap in first place, and Johnny Walker is still in the mid-pack.
Ryder LeBlanc towards the front of the pack. He's on the charge, running smooth and fast. We have a four-way battle. Cooper Abbott, Johnny Walker, Danny Lewis, Will Reardon. Let's go! Tristan Hart absolutely hammering his way through this qualifier race.
The last chance to qualify for Sunday's main is by competing in the LCQ. The top 10 from the last chance qualifier will get to join the top 60 from the pro and amateur qualifiers for tomorrow's beatdown. These riders are hungrier than ever for the chance to prove they have what it takes.
For some carnage still.
You're not seeing enough?
Not seeing enough. I'm thinking once the sea guys get here, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get way better.
The calm before the storm, he says. The calm before the storm.
Come to watch the LCQ. It's always a good one.
Hallie Marks and several of our pro women compete again for the opportunity to race in tomorrow's main.
All right, it's game day. We got our main race. This is a big one. The course continues to get harder and harder and harder as the day goes on, and you get more and more tired. We got some of the best guys in the world here. I can't wait to see how they do. Let's run it!
Tristan and Cooper collide at the start, nearly getting run over in the plume of black dust. They scramble to get back on their bikes. Will Reardon maintains the lead off the start, and Cody gets an early taste of the slick forest floor.
Will Reardon, the Aussie, out to an early lead. Ryder LeBlanc close to Will on lap one here.
Will takes a wrong turn and shortens his gap, but quickly gets back on course.
Okay, this is 409. This is one of our first tough sections. Will Reardon out with an early lead, trying to get it out front, get some fresh air. Johnny Walker, Ryder LeBlanc, Cody Webb, all coming through 409, all jockeying for position. They want to get through this clean and not waste too much energy.
As soon as you think that you're safe, I'm still in the race, so don't fall asleep. Don't wait around.
Will loses his place as the front runner when he slides off course, letting Johnny, Ryder, and Cody slip by.
I don't forget, trying to keep me out. I'm already in, so don't fall asleep.
We're here in the first hard section, about 5 or 10 minutes into the race. No number one. Where's Tristan Hart? Tristan Hart's missing a visor. He must have gone down hard in the first part of this race. His kickstand's broken off. He's having some issues. This is going to be a little bit of salvage mode for Tristan. He's going to have to do some work and get caught back up.
Oh, the boys are tight right now. Johnny, Ryder, Cody, and Will. Neck and neck right here. Like 30 seconds ahead of you, all four of them. Sixth place! 1 minute behind Tristan.
Sherco off-road motorcycles are factory from the showroom floor. We offer a full lineup of 2- and 4-stroke motorcycles, ready for your next adventure.
Wrong side of heaven, we got Ryder LeBlanc and Cody Webb right behind him. Johnny Walker, so good. Tristan Hart working his way back up. He's missing a visor, but he caught right back up to the lead lap within the first lap. Logan Ballpugh's a trials guy. These steep side hills with these giant rocks are perfect for him. Jack Price is a world champion trials rider. This guy knows what he's doing. He's going to be very efficient through here and be saving a lot of energy. Colton Hager's got a big day ahead of him. This is a crucial portion of the race. If you lose sight of the front pack, you'll never catch back up. But if you push too hard, you're going to be too tired for the tough sections. It's a fine line.
I mean, the best thing to do in those big rock fields is stay straight, aim for big rocks that aren't going to move, and hold on tight.
My biggest competitor this weekend at RORR, I think, is going to be Cody Webb. He has things that he does better than me. I have things I do better than him, and it's really going to come down to mistakes, I think, this weekend. So you just got to get through it and conserve energy, get to the next one, and try and clean that too.
Tristan gets by Cody and the crowd goes wild.
Cody, Tristan, and Ryder keep jockeying positions for the top 3 spots. It's a tight battle. They are seconds apart as they come into the pits for lap 2. Lap 2 is going to be even more difficult with additional extreme obstacles. Johnny Walker comes in a close fourth.
I know what's out there and it can be almost impossibly hard, but I'm going to expect the worst. And I mean, obviously it's hard, but I'm not too worried about it. We're going to make it up.
Tristan Hart's suffering from a broken foot peg right now. You see it. He's only got about a third of it hanging on there. This is incredible.
Cody Webb's coming into Uncle Joe's garage, running first through these technical climbs with rocks and loose dirt and leaves. Cody Webb is an absolute technician. Tristan Hart has had a rough go so far. No visor, crash off the start, got ran over. But guess what? He's the robot. He's still right there. He's still in the hunt. We've had a few lead exchanges here on Hard Attack. This is one of the steepest and rockiest sections that we have. This is a battle for Tristan today. He's having one of those days that's just tougher than the others. This is a stressful day for Tristan with half a foot peg, but guess what? Cody Webb is looking really good. He's picking his line smart, and he's dealing with a couple broken toes from yesterday. So he is soldiering through right now. Tristan is an absolute soldier today. No foot peg, no visor, still in the fight.
Paul, can you call Robbie? I have no foot pegs on the other side.
Yeah,
Where's Robbie?
yeah, he's looking for you.
Sake.
There you go, mate. There you go.
Never seen Tristan like that before. He's a little flustered, but I think he knows this might be the difference between him and Cody at the moment.
Ryder LeBlanc is in 3rd place coming up. Heart Attack still in a solid position to make something happen here at Tough Like RORR. Ryder's got Johnny Walker, ultra experienced trials guy, right behind him. It'll be interesting to see how this battle shakes out the rest of the day. Whoa, that was unreal. He goes up this rock, dodges the tree, and gets in place. Nobody has even thought about doing that yet. The Aussie, Will Reardon, looking really good and mindful with his line selection. Will's really young, but also super efficient on the bike. He's being careful not to waste a lot of energy on this big climb because he knows he's going to need it later in Nightmare.
The goal is definitely stay out of the holes, stay on the rocks, and keep moving, save energy.
We have 2 world champions battling it out for 6 and 7. Jack Price is a trials world champion and Colton Haker is a super enduro world champion. And it's amazing to watch Jack Price pick his way through these rocks without wasting very much energy at all.
Okay, we're almost 3 hours in. We're in a section called Nightmare. The riders have been telling me it was the heaviest section of the race course. I hadn't rode over here just because it was so hard to ride into. Anyways, we got Tristan coming into the section. Just under 3 hours into the race. He's missing both his foot pegs. Just scraping by with little nubs right now.
These sections late in the race are incredibly technical, and only a few riders will even make it this far.
Cody's rolling in 2nd place, just under 4 minutes behind Tristan. I expect him to have both his foot pegs, and hopefully he's got some energy left to close this gap before the end of the race, because you got to imagine that no foot pegs is going to give him an advantage at some point or another over Tristan.
The rest of our top 10 are powering through the toughest spots on lap 2.
Unbelievable throttle control from Logan Ballapue. Guy works all week, he's the people's champ, then he comes out here and gives the best in the world a run for their money.
This race definitely suits my riding style. I look forward to this race all year long. Heart Attack Hill's tough, you know, you gotta stay focused, be sure of your tire placement whenever you go to take off, because one little slip could cause your rear tire to go down, and then, you know, you could be going back down to the bottom of the hill.
Logan Ballapue is the only one to have ridden that section so far. The Canadian, Brandon Petrie, is having a little battle with the PA boy, Danny Lewis. Both of these guys are young riders on the cusp, and they're looking to make their way and make a statement for the 2023 season. Let's go, boys! Gives me chills to watch these guys ride. They're just trying so hard, they want it so bad. They're ultra motivated, some of the strongest people we've ever seen, and they're killing it. They're chasing their dreams. Let's go.
Now we got Johnny coming through the section, about 12 minutes behind Cody. Tristan's about 5 minutes ahead of Cody.
Yeah, it's I don't think you're allowed to help. Thank you there.
This section is proving to be more than a nightmare for Ryder as he fights through radiator issues.
This section.
Tristan is out of the nightmare and nearing the finish on his final lap through Stairway to Heaven.
Tristan Hart has had a massive day full of adversity, but the champ cannot be stopped, and he's going to prevail with the win here at Tough Like RORR. The kid is an absolute savage, no flip pegs, no visor, no nothing, he still gets the job done. Wow!
That was maybe one of the best rides of my life. I think pushing through adversity. Right off the start, I was second, and me and Coop just came together and I started screaming right off the start. My visor was off.
There was a lot of adversity for Tristan the whole day. It didn't get easier for him.
At Stairway, I broke my first foot peg, so then I just started yelling at everyone, yelling at myself. I didn't think it was possible. I thought it had to be changed.
Rode the whole race with foot pegs that were getting smaller by the minute and still came out on top. He sacrificed so much of his technique and had to readapt and still won with no foot pegs.
Cody Webb, he had a rough day yesterday. He's got a couple broken toes, but he kept Tristan honest all day. They went back and forth a few times. Cody Webb ends up second place. Johnny Walker has just ran out of fuel, parked his bike. He is so close to the finish line. He's got his gas. It's gonna be all right. Quick fill up. This will get him to the finish. Come on, Johnny. Oh man, that was a close one. Johnny ran out of fuel. So close to the finish, just 100 yards or so. Ran out of gas, ran back to the pit, dropped some fuel. It's been a big day for the talented rider from the UK. The gentleman, Johnny Walker, third place.
It was probably the most savage race I've done in a long time.
Cuando estás en el podium, cuando estás en el número 1 y te dan el champán y lo tiras a todo el mundo allí aplaudiendo y gritando, es increíble, ¿no? Es el premio de haber hecho un muy buen trabajo y la motivación de seguir a tope.
Tristan's best attribute is his motivation. That's what keeps him excelling and growing. He's never satisfied. He's always wanting more, and that's what's going to bring him to the world champion level.
Riders race again less than 24 hours later at Shotgun Hard Scramble to complete the Keystone Challenge at round 5 of the US Hard Enduro Series.